Hello, everybody. I'm Dexter.
And I'm Noodles, and we want to say hey to hello. How are you? Well, after Smash, it became what we did, for a living. We were able to quit our jobs and do this full time. But we didn't think it was going to last this long. But before Smash, we never thought anything like this was going to happen. If you would have told us we'd be doing this interview here, that many years later, we would have laughed.
Yeah, we started as a punk band, just inspired by the bands that we love, like the Ramones and the Sex Pistols and a lot of other bands. But the bands like that didn't really have careers so much, except for those two, I guess. But so we never expected anything like this. It was really a shock.
Well, the Sex Pistols were done at that point, and the Ramones really were kind of underground.
Still,
but
right.
they were the holy grail.
Yeah, they were great.
Yeah.
But most of the bands we listened to, besides them, whether it was the Dead Kennedys, they were big for a punk rock band, but it wasn't like a big rock band kind of thing. Yeah. It just didn't seem like that ever happened for bands that played punk.
And what were the chances that we'd even get to that level? We never thought it would happen. It was for 10 years. It was our hobby. We worked, went to school, and saved up to go play on weekends. And our summer vacations, we'd go travel across the country. And in '93, we were able to come over to Europe for the first time and play here. In fact, I think our first show was here in Milan, actually, with opening up for NoFX. And I was blown away that there was kids who knew songs off Ignition. They were coming up and singing along.
Singing along. The session, yeah, going crazy.
Yeah, a lot of the bands that we were label mates with at the time also got a lot of success. NoFX, Pennywise, Rancid.
Especially.
It was great. It was really cool to be part of all that.
Yeah. And the show you're talking about in Milan, we were opening up for NoFX, one of our first shows over here.
Yeah.
And seeing that kind of show happen over here, in a foreign country for us, not an English-speaking country and stuff, made us think like, wow, there's really something going on here. This could be really great. Even though, people were there to see NoFX for the most part. They were getting to know us as well. It was really exciting. We really didn't know the whole thing.
Yeah, no, not really. He also made some great records with some heavy metal bands too. The Black Album is a great record. Some of his work with Motley Crue is great sounding stuff. So that we took that into consideration. I think we were a little concerned that because of his metal pedigree, but once we started learning about all the punk rock stuff we did, and once we sat and talked with him, and we realized we shared similar ideas about what constitutes good music. That was really the key. And then just playing guitars with him.
Yeah. He's great. He fit really well with us.
Yeah. He's the kind of producer that will tell you, no, that part's not good enough, and make it sound like it's the nicest thing you've heard all day.
Yeah.
He can really push you. Sometimes you don't want to hear it, but you...
Without making you feel bad about it.
Yeah, he doesn't make you feel bad about it at all. And you don't want to hear it, and you go, oh, man, really? And you listen to it, yeah, I know, all right, Bob, you're right, we'll go back and try to make this part better.
Or play it better.
Play it better. Come up with a better part for different things.
Talking about the song Days Go By, of course, which is kind of like talking about hard times and saying how, it's like saying this too shall pass in a way.
Yeah, when you're struggling with something, everybody goes through struggles. Hang in there and it'll get better. These days will pass and the days in the future things will get better. Yeah, we've spent almost 2 years on it. Yeah, but not continuously. We'll work on songs for about a month. And different songs, work for about a month and then go away for a couple of weeks and just let our ears rest, and then come back with fresh ears and listen to it again. And pick out what's really good and what's maybe not good, what could be better.
Right. If we're really focusing on a song for a few days or a week or something, we might hear it 100 times, and after a while, you're not sure whether it's right or not anymore. So that's why taking a little breaks was important for us, because it lets you get away from it for a minute, and then when you come back and listen to it a week later, it's usually very clear whether it's good enough or whether you need to change something. This is our 9th record, so and we want to make sure we're still pushing the boundaries of what our band can be. So that takes a little extra time, and that is difficult.
Well, I think if something sounds a little too familiar to us, that can almost come across as not real exciting. If it's too familiar to us, we've heard this one before. We got to make it sound like something new, but still keep what's good about this band. So it's kind of a balance,
We want to sound like the Offspring, but we want to try to put a new wrinkle on it every time.
Yeah.
Well, we just get bored, I think, if we were to do that.
I think it's that same thing. This doesn't really sound interesting. This sounds like something we did before. What can we do to make it sound a little bit more interesting? Yeah. And then, as far as experimenting with different musical styles, like the Ramones never did a reggae song that I can think of. Taking a reggae song and mixing it with mariachi and then adding all of the stuff that's good about this band to that as well, is fun. And kind of hard work. You really kind of just struggle with it. That song didn't come to. That's a song called "O.C. Guns" off the new record that I'm referring to, and it didn't come together easily. It was something we had to work on. But it was fun to do. Once we got it, it felt great. It's one of my favorite songs on the record.
Yeah.